What if I told you that the strongest muscle you possess isn't in your arms, legs, or core, but between your ears? And what if the very thing you're running from is exactly what you need to embrace to unlock your true potential? Most people live at about 40% of their actual capacity. They hit their first wall of discomfort and immediately retreat. But there is a man who discovered how to shatter those walls entirely. And today, we're diving deep into the mindset that transformed him from a 300-pound exterminator into one of the world's most mentally tough individuals. Picture this. It's 5 a.m., your alarm goes off, and you plan to hit the gym. But your bed feels so warm, so comfortable. Your mind starts negotiating. I'll go tomorrow. I deserve rest. One day won't matter. Or maybe you're facing a difficult conversation at work. Your stomach churns just thinking about it. You tell yourself you'll handle it next week, but next week becomes next month. We've all been there. That voice in our head, the one David Goggins calls our inner bitch, constantly trying to keep us comfortable, safe, and ultimately average. This is where most people live, in the space between what they want and what they're willing to endure to get it. David Goggins discovered something profound. Comfort is the enemy of growth. While most of us see pain and discomfort as signals to stop, Goggins learned to see them as starting points. The principle behind his mindset isn't about becoming superhuman. It's about becoming human in the fullest sense. It's recognizing that our minds are designed to protect us, but sometimes that protection becomes our prison. Goggins talks about callousing the mind, like callousing your hands. When you first start lifting weights, your hands get blisters, but if you keep going, those soft spots become tough, calloused, and strong. Your mind works the same way. Every time you push through discomfort instead of avoiding it, you're building mental calluses. You're training your mind to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to grow stronger. Let me tell you about the moment everything changed for David Goggins. Picture a 300-pound man working as an exterminator, spraying for cockroaches in restaurants at night. He's living paycheck to paycheck, struggling with his weight, and feeling completely stuck in a life he doesn't recognize as his own. He's watching TV one evening when he sees a documentary about Navy SEAL training. The camera shows these warriors pushing through impossible conditions, refusing to quit when everything in their body screams stop. Now here's where most people would think, wow, that's impressive, and change the channel. But Goggins saw something different. He saw a mirror reflecting back who he really was underneath all the excuses and fear. He saw a path to the person he knew he could become. The next morning, he looked in the mirror and had what he calls a conversation with the truth. He didn't see potential. He saw years of excuses, shortcuts, and settling for less. But instead of being defeated by this truth, he was liberated by it. This is the first step in the Goggins mindset. Radical honesty with yourself. Not the comfortable lies we tell ourselves, but the raw, unfiltered truth about where we are and where we want to be. Goggins developed what he calls the 40% rule. When your mind is telling you you're done, you're really only 40% done. Your body can handle so much more than your mind believes possible. The key is learning to recognize when your mind is trying to protect you from discomfort versus actual danger. Think about it like this. Your mind is like an overprotective parent. It means well, but it doesn't want you to take any risks. It would rather keep you safe on the couch than let you chase your dreams and potentially fail. But here's the beautiful part of Goggins' philosophy. He doesn't just push through discomfort randomly. He's strategic about it. He talks about finding your why, the deeper reason that makes the pain worth it. For Goggins, his why was becoming the person he knew he was meant to be. Not for recognition, not for others, but for the man in the mirror who had been settling for scraps when he was capable of feasting. Every morning, Goggins would wake up and choose discomfort. Cold showers when he wanted warm ones, running when he wanted to rest, studying when he wanted to relax. Each choice was like making a deposit in his mental toughness bank account. But here's what's crucial to understand. Goggins isn't naturally tough. He built this toughness through thousands of small decisions, like drops forming a stream. Each uncomfortable choice flowed into the next, eventually creating an unstoppable river of mental resilience. He learned to embrace what he calls the suck. Those moments when everything feels impossible, when your body wants to quit, when your mind is screaming at you to stop. Instead of fighting these feelings, he learned to welcome them as signs he was exactly where he needed to be. The beauty of this approach is that it's available to everyone. You don't need to be born with special genetics or have a traumatic background. You just need to be willing to have an honest conversation with yourself and then act on what you discover. Goggins teaches us something revolutionary. The conversation you have with yourself in those uncomfortable moments is everything. Instead of, "This is too hard," try, "This is where I grow." Instead of, "I can't do this," try, "I can't do this yet." Instead of, "I'm not strong enough," try, "I'm getting stronger right now." Here's what's truly inspiring about David Goggins' story. He's not asking you to become him. He's asking you to become the fullest version of yourself. The man who couldn't run a mile without stopping became an ultra-marathoner. The high school dropout became a respected author and speaker. The person who lived in fear became someone who runs toward what scares him most. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It happened one uncomfortable decision at a time, one difficult conversation at a time, one "I don't feel like it, but I'm doing it anyway" at a time. Your potential isn't determined by where you start, it's determined by your willingness to stay uncomfortable long enough for growth to happen. The beautiful truth is that every single day, you get to choose which version of yourself shows up. The comfortable version that takes the easy path, or the growing version that leans into the challenge. Both are available to you. The choice is yours.
So here's your challenge. Before this day ends, I want you to do one thing that makes you slightly uncomfortable. Not dangerous, just uncomfortable. Maybe it's that difficult phone call you've been avoiding. Maybe it's going for a run when you'd rather scroll social media. Maybe it's starting that project you've been putting off. Whatever it is, do it. Not perfectly, not with complete confidence, but do it anyway. Because that's how you start building your mental calluses. That's how you begin your own transformation. And if this video sparked something in you, if you felt that fire to push beyond your comfort zone, hit that subscribe button. Every week, we dive deep into the mindsets and strategies that separate those who dream from those who achieve. Your journey to mental toughness starts with one decision. Make it today. Your future self is counting on it.